literature lovers, students, and curious minds. Welcome back to another episode of Literature Exposé with Omonigho and Stella. Last time we untangled Ananse's web of tricks and the scam behind his marriage schemes. Today we are stepping deeper into that web to uncover the themes that make Efua Sutherland's The Marriage of Anansewa more than just a comedy. It's a sharp reflection on greed, tradition, love, and the value of women in society. Stay with us as we unravel these threads one by one.
Let's get to the heart of the matter. Why are we still reading this play in a time like this? It's because of the heavy-hitting themes that Efua Sutherland has woven into this spider web. The biggest and the loudest theme here is materialism and the hustle culture. Ananse isn't just a trickster. He's a man trapped in a world where money equals respect. Exactly our world today. He looks at his daughter and doesn't see just a child. He sees a way out of poverty. And he tells her plainly, "Daughter mine, it's your future I'm thinking about. So put the machine down and get ready to help me." It's a critique of a society where everything has a price tag. Even one of the most sacred things, marriage, is treated like a business deal. Ananse is the ultimate hustler who justifies his greed by saying, "You have started to make your inner nature evident. This is the way it is done." Ananse says this just after receiving a gift from one of the chiefs. To make clue.
Greed and exploitation is another theme in the play. We first see greed through the character of Ananse. He starts a clever plan to marry off his beautiful daughter Anansewa just to escape poverty. At first, he simply wants to pay her school fees and fix his crumbling house. However, as soon as his plan starts working and money begins to arrive from different suitors, his desire for luxury grows. Instead of being satisfied, he begins to crave expensive things like cars, expensive whiskey, and fancy food, things he used to criticize. This change is so obvious that even his daughter notices and asks, "So, father, do you desire all those things? Haven't you condemned these things often and often?" Ananse's greed is shown by the fact that he chooses 4 suitors instead of 1. He wants to collect as much money and as many gifts as possible. Even though he secretly prefers Chief who is Chief, he refuses to let go of the other 3. This is a clear case of exploitation. He's using these men for his own financial gain without any intention of giving them what they want. He says, "This daughter of mine doesn't know much about this world's ways." This theme of exploitation isn't limited to Ananse. It spreads to the artisans he hires to fix his house. A job that should take 3 weeks is stretched to 5 weeks so they can charge more money. While the mason is the greediest, he instigates the others by saying, "Shut your mouth, we are doubling it to 10 weeks." This shows how contagious greed can be. The greed of one person often encourages others to be greedy too. And on the part of Ananse, while he tries to exploit the suitors, the artisans he hires exploit him in return.
There's also the theme of conflict between tradition and modernity. In Efua Sutherland's play, this theme runs through the entire plot. It's shown in how traditional Akan marriage customs clash with modern education, values, and methods. Introduced through Ananse and his daughter, Ananse uses modern tools like typewriter and post office to exploit traditional customs of marriage, where negotiations are oral and family-based. He reduces marriage, a traditional institution, into a commercial enterprise. Traditional marriage is sacred and communal, but he turns it into a transactional and profit-driven marriage, typical of modern marriages. Anansewa, on the other hand, represents modern African womanhood. From the first introduction of her in the play, we see an educated typist, secretary, who believes in personal choice in marriage. My father is selling me. I will not let you sell me like a parcel, she says.
Appearance versus reality is another theme that can be explored in the play. Nothing is what it seems. The death of Anansewa is fake. The miracle of her resurrection is a stunt, and the shabby raincoat hides a man with $1 million plan. Ananse proves that in a world obsessed with wealth, people often only see what you want them to see. As Ananse himself proves in untangling the web he is caught up in, he says, if only things will stay as they are a little longer, but the time is running short on my daughter's affair. But the question remains, is a beautiful web worth the lies it is built on? Is a beautiful ill-gotten wealth worth the evil committed to get it? This is the lesson the play, The Marriage of Anansewa, wants us to take home.
Think about the lesson behind this story, great minds. Is a beautiful web worth the lies it's built upon? This question brings us to the end of today's exploration of Efua Sutherland's The Marriage of Anansewa. We've seen how the themes of materialism and the hustle culture, greed and exploitation, tradition versus modernity, appearance and reality, and the commodification of marriage weave together to create a play that is as witty as it is thought-provoking. These themes remind us that literature is not just entertainment. It is a mirror reflecting society's struggles and values.
If you enjoy this analysis, kindly subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment to support our work. Your engagement helps us to bring more insightful analysis your way. Join us next time on Literature Exposé with Omonigho and Stella, where we'll bring you more insightful analysis on the text, the poems, and the movies you love.